We'll see if I struggle enough. I mean, they did do a round of nerfs, so. Conway opens the second cabinet. The label on the cabinet reads Generosity, Loneliness. It contains several articles, CD-ROMs, prints, and punch cards. Each is stuffed in a large yellow envelope and labeled, for example, Calamity Annie, Entropy, 2008, Heartlife, Hoffmeyer, 2011, Mai Nashi, Breeze, 2012, The Sea Will Claim Everything, Kiratis, 2012. What a nice cabinet. The label on the cabinet reads Memory Regret. It contains several articles, CD-ROMs, prints, and punch cards. Okay, so that's just... Everything I do is art, but nothing I do makes any difference. Part 2, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Gallery. Riley, 2006. Digital, A Love Story, Love, 2010. Radiator, 1-1. Polaris, Yang, 2009. Brace, Copus, 2012. The Cat and the Coup. Brinson, Bala Nejad, 2011. Nice cabinet. The label on the cabinet reads Sorrow, Zero Sum. It contains several articles, CD-ROMs out. Siberia, Sokol, 2002. A Prisoner's Dilemma, Sarah, 1974. The Walking Dead, Telltale, 2012. If I Had My Way, I'd tear the building down. Witcher 3, 1985. I guess this is just a bunch of like media. Siberia, I own that. Conway examines the manuscript. A few hundred sheets of paper are roughly stitched together in this manuscript. It seems to be a video game written in a sort of awkwardly English-like code. Flipping through the pages, Conway is able to gather that it is a story about three characters, Joseph, Donald, and Lula. It's something like a tragic love triangle, but much more complex. Some kind of tangled, painfully concave love polygon. The label on the cabinet reads Sorrow, Zero Sum. So I've examined it, but like nothing else I can do with it. Maybe I can go back and play it on the computer now. God damn it, I meant to look at the book again. God damn it, I entered the sea by accident. Exit. By the way. Okay. Let me because I guess I need to remember that the game is not gonna give me all the notes. It has given me some notes, but it won't give me all of them. Let's quickly open my stream and go to my vault so I can see what that old guy said. Old Icon Mine. It says northeast of here on Hardyville. I somehow clicked at the exact moment in the vault where that showed up. That's pretty good. Northeast of here in Hardyville. Okay, let's go find Hardyville, I guess. Marcus Farmhouse can be a good place for a concert too, I guess. But there's some weird music here. Hardyville. Jackson Highway. But, oh, wait. Okay, so I was right. The mine is the ramp to Road Zero. Ah. I mean, it does look like a mine, so that makes sense. That's fair. But it's northeast, so. Act 1, Scene 4. How am I accidentally unlocking these acts? Marquez Farmhouse. How do I keep accidentally unlocking acts? You can't keep getting away with this! Yeah, so it's a new act, but there doesn't appear to be anything new in her home, though. I really want to know if I can somehow go downstairs. That would be cool, but it doesn't seem to be something you can actually do. Well, I'll be damned. If it isn't a completely regular-looking house, that's mighty suspicious. So we unlocked a new act or chapter, but doesn't really tell us much more than that. What skipping leg days does to a mother humper? Well, well, well. Oh, because I saw them perform here. Maybe just by going here, I can tell the guy about it. Maybe that's why I got a new chapter skip there. I have a couple of quests now that aren't really even on my quest log, right? It was go grab the game and then find the place where I got to perform. That could also be in Route 0, though. How did I like the finale of Mortis? I thought it was good. Act 1, Scene 5. The hell? I liked it. I mean, it's like I said when I finished it, I think it's one of those games that either you it's one of those games that will fall into two categories. It's either gonna be you are gonna love Faith, and it's gonna be your favorite video game ever. And you're never gonna stop thinking about it. You're gonna play it every day. You're gonna be like, oh, I wonder what. Maybe there's some other secrets. Maybe there's some more stuff I can interpret. Or it's gonna be like, whatever. I think it's one of those games where for me I can appreciate the art and the kind of design intent and the very like cohesive vision of the game. Not necessarily like my jam, but is the ending divisive? I feel like most people that get that far probably I would assume they wouldn't mind too much. I mean, where'd that Mr. Carroton go? I have to delete 4 seasons worth of characters? Why? Are your character slots full? I think my Path of Exile character slots are about to be full. Oh yeah, his tow truck came, so he gassed up and left. He's awfully proud of that car. Yeah, I guess he's back out looking for a venue. He said he hoped to run into you again, though. Maybe we'll hear about it on the radio. I'll keep an ear out for you. Found your game in that museum archives. Yeah, if I had my way, I'd tear the building down. They still have that? Well, damn. You know, I think that's about the best thing I ever did. Nobody's played it. Someday I'll have to tell you about my friend Donald. We worked together on that one. Halfway through, we kind of fell out, so that's why the game ends so weird, you know? One day I'll have to tell you about that. Might as well delete them all at once. I never play off-season anyway. Trying to get excited about the Diablo 4 DLC. I think that looked pretty good. I'm not excited about it though, but I'm excited about it very, very little. I mean, Cinematic Trail, but it's still D4. I thought, I still think that Diablo 4 actually has a pretty decent story. Like, not the best story ever written by any stretch of imagination, but like, I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good. Will they bring back instant? They probably will. So I don't know. Blizzard is weird. Like they do some good story stuff from time to time, but it's very sporadic. One of the things I like about Final Fantasy 14 is that it's very consistent for me. Like a lot of people didn't like Dawn Trail because they hate women, but I thought Dawn Trail was pretty good. Definitely not the best Final Fantasy expansion ever, but for what it was, I was pretty happy with it. But what they did very successfully, right, is that for me at least, they managed to keep it very consistent. Hey, women and fairies, yeah. Okay, the else you can do this. Don't make a necromancer. Did you just complain about necromancers last time? But yeah, I think Blizzard, with Final Fantasy, it's always consistently at least decent for me. Dawn Trail was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought I had a really fun time streaming that. It was a fun experience all around. Not the best, like compared to Endwalker, not good at all. But Endwalker and Shadowbring were like peak Final Fantasy 14 though. And that has had a lot of build up to get that good, which it wouldn't be if it didn't have that build up. So from like a starting perspective, really good. But with like Blizzard stuff, with World of Warcraft or Diablo, it's just like it feels like they hit the mark in some places and don't in other places. They're amazing brainless as season starters though. Mechanecro, I bet you won't. Pusa. Barbarian. I played Barb last season. Barbs are so satisfying. I'm thinking of either Rogue or Sorcerer for a change. What did you play? What did you play? Paladin. Me too. It was fun though. What did you play? Druid. What did you play? Amazonian. There's a Paladin. What? It's a Diablo game, bro. There's a Paladin you know? What the hell? I think I wish Blizzard had like the same consistency that Final Fantasy does, because I actually think the premise for the story in 4, even though I forgot most of it, was pretty good. All the Lilith stuff in that was like pretty decent. I'd easily give Diablo 4 story like a 7.6 or something. Diablo 4. This is the time to start. Though I guess it has the same problem, which is that everything Blizzard does, which is like they just rehash the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, oh, remember how in the last Diablo game we sealed away all the great evils and the world is now at peace? That's pretty cool, huh? By the way, like, oh, okay, sure, I guess they're back again. Whatever, like, whatever, I guess. Well, they're back, bitch. You're like, oh, okay, sure. Same with World of Warcraft, which is like, it's always kind of the same thing being rehashed over and over again. Lilith was compelling enough without feeling like she was like an omnipotent bad guy who somehow beat by sheer stubbornness. Yeah, I thought she was a good villain. For Blizzard. Like, she's no Emmett Salk or anything, but for Blizzard, pretty good villain. I played 4 seasons at sort of 0% of the story. Have you not done the story at least once? Mix of evil and vulnerable. Yeah, she was very good. I liked her. She had compelling character motivations. It made me think, oh, Sure, I can see why you're doing this, sure. I didn't absorb it while doing it. Well, I've forgotten most of it. I just remember I liked it. But it had very little staying power in my brain. Alright, I don't think that guy's around here anywhere. If he is, then I haven't found him yet, so at that point we're good to just head into Sirocco, or maybe I have to go up here and then back here again or something. I'll try that. Lilith equals mommy, all you need to remember. She's my mom? No new act, which probably means... Oh, new act. Act 1, scene 6. Okay, sure. Maybe it is up here then. Or do you just get this anytime you travel to a place, even if nothing has changed? It's just like anytime I load one of these areas, I get like a new act, basically. That could also be a thing. Maybe there's some sort of like challenge to finish it in as few acts as possible. Maybe you have a max amount of acts? That could be interesting. She's the mother of humanity. Mom, this. Mum's the word. Ugh. I am slightly compelled to play the new World of Warcraft expansion too, because now it sounds like they're doing a cohesive story in 3 parts, but I just don't trust Blizzard to do it. Is the problem. Mom, what the hell, dude? Why in the world would you do that? Seriously, why would you do that? What are you hoping to accomplish by doing that, dude? Is it just every time I enter on this place, it's a new act? So this is act 7 now or whatever? Yeah, okay. Act 1, scene 7, okay. So it's a scene, like in a movie or a play. Or a game, I guess. But I guess nothing has changed here, probably. Yeah, it seems like nothing has changed. Joseph is still talking about the same stuff. I held myself back for an hour, but the dust overcame me. What the hell? How much you overcome this? Points? Slash me points? Oh, you can hold the button down. Act 1, Scene 8. I'm so hungry right now. Elkhorn Valley. Well, I'll be damned. I haven't been to Elkhorn Valley in a while. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Huh? I'm not sure that lady was right about the on-ramp to the syrup in here. Hey, you got something on your hat? Been digging in Lysette's flowers again? She just can't help you, keep you out of there, can't she? The way Ira used to yell at you, you'd think he was losing his mind. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Act 1, Scene 9? Hvordan går det, sjef? Skal du opp her og slappe av? Har du kommet opp for å slappe av litt i dag? Ja. Du er flink gutt. Du er veldig flink gutt, og jeg er veldig glad i deg. Ja, du er veldig flink gutt, og jeg er veldig glad i deg. Tusen takk. Er det snart mat, så du har kommet her for sånn at du kan ligge og tigge? Hæ? Er det tiggegutten? Logan Dogan, yeah, he's here. He'll probably run away soon though, but I'll adjust the camera so people can see him. Tiggergutten, du tigger så mye. Som tigger og tigger og tigger og tigger. He was at the vet today to check his paws out, his little poi paws. Var ikke det å sjekke så mye under poten, har du det? Hæ? Jeg er flink gutt. Nei, ta på knær for pote. Der. Hei. Jeg er flink gutt. Ja. Kan ikke du være redd for her, Loggen? Hva er du redd for her? Hæ? Hva er du redd for her? Nei. Kan ikke du være redd for du? Jeg er for stor og tøff. Ja. Redd? Ja. Stemmer ikke det? Jeg er det. Shannon speaks into a large brick norsk noises. Cell phone held up to her ear. It's $200 for 2 weeks? Yeah, it is kind of an emergency. No, it's fine, I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm Shannon now, question mark? That's true. Yeah. I guess he can't kick me out for another week or two. But can I trust him not to just change the logs? Okay, and I appreciate that, but... Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow, love you. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. I'll be amazed someone is puking in the other room. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my food there now, so... Ranger? I'm Shannon now? Okay, this is a good place to pause, I guess. No work tomorrow. Here's a BRB screen. I'm gonna BRB real quick. I'll pick up my food so I can eat some food, and then we will watch some stuff, and then we'll be back to the game. BRB.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Hurry!
They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
Sure. What's worse could happen?
No! Answer me!
This ability is feigning knowledge of things. Oh no! We have the same special ability. That's amazing.
I'm gonna make you go with the fella.
What kind
Oh
of man
my-
are you?
What the hell? Whoa, whoa!
Backstabbing
Ah!
me. All you men are useless.
Ah!
That dumb little
Ah!
boy.
Ow! Oh!
Come here.
Oh my god! You beat the crap out of me. I don't think I can defend myself.
How you doing?
Nothing to complain about.
I would like you to scrap my penis.
That's the spirit. All the best.
Swimming in a giant cold tub is fun. Yeah. Wait a minute. I don't mind the water being cold when I'm swimming, honestly. If anything, it's kind of preferable, because then your body doesn't overheat 3 seconds into being in the water. This is my planet. Hell yeah, brother. Never tell me what to do. Haha! I'm a god of war. You think I get lucky? Shoot lightning. Do it, yeah, you beta male. Don't. This one, the cutscene pretty good. The cutscene was really good. There was the once again in the Oxa games they do the stupid shooting thing where it's like he gets shot in like the shoulder, and then he shoots the other guy in the shoulder, and then the guy that got shot in the shoulder like. That's like the worst part about being a Twitch streamer. I think it's the fact that Twitch is like limiting my ability to promote gambling to children. And I don't like the fact that people can't be, you know, racist and transphobic in chat either. That stuff is kind of annoying. Are they just gonna be straight on the other side here now, or what's Ah. Oh god. Yeah, overall I think it's pretty cool so far. I love games like I love games.
Viewers. Oh, I thought
I'm actually worried right now.
I was so worried for a second. I thought it was going to be
Actually,
someone advertising poor viewers. Well, I was AFK. Well, at least it was best viewers, so that's good.
I didn't mean to do that. What the? Oh my god.
That was loud. Block. Ban.
I'm not ready for that. I didn't think it would happen. I did not think that would happen.
What was happening? What was happening? Was there,
Oh my god.
was there a monster in Breathedge? I don't remember.
Oh my god.
Alright, gamers. I'm gonna eat some food. Let me escape in the game. Maybe that. I don't know if it like goes on while you're doing other stuff. Let's see here now. Stream. React eating stream. Big fart. We watched the scooter car, we watched Grey Matter, we didn't watch This is the Scariest Form of Climbing, Deep Water Solo. Yo! Norsk? Klatre? Fytti faen. Gotta get started with the savage. Tell me more about this covertinstruments.com. Gives us lockpicks. I thought it was illegal. No, I don't think unless you live in like fascism land, I don't think selling lockpicks is illegal. I would be surprised. I mean, people need lockpicks for professional things and for hobbying, right? Listen, here's what I'll say. Extreme. I'll just call it whatever I want to. I don't care about this naming scheme that they use in Final Fantasy. This absurd thing where they call the same versions of different things different things. As long as I have a huge bump, the fight is just annoying with all the punishes. Yeah, I'm never gonna do it. So I hate the music. I like all the music in that. Here's what I'll say. If you live in a country where someone can legally obtain a gun but not a lockpick, your country is in shambles. There's no shot. Let's see. Are lockpicks legal in Norway, please? Okay. Owning lockpicks is totally legal. Okay, cool. Hello, FBI, this guy here. Yeah. Because, like, first of all, people need them professionally, right? People might need lockpicks for professional, but if your country allows people to have guns as a form of hobby or like self-defense or whatever, then they like a lockpick is nothing, right? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I am not doing savage raiding. Savage raiding is absolutely miserable. It's just about the people that are gonna be giga upset in spaghetti and salty and pissed off because I refuse to read up on the entire boss fight before, and I just want to experience it naturally. But like, if I fail one character, why didn't you just read up on that beforehand? Why didn't you just learn the fight beforehand? I'm like, if I just want to watch the fight in a video, then I'm just not gonna do the fight. You can't have guns either. Well, hey, in that case, Dolius, good. Blind prog is the thing between people work. Well, my blind prog is just joining a regular prog group blind. When we are running P12s for mounts, we put it up on PF and a guy who had never set foot in the raid before. Yeah, good. I think at least for progress when you're like doing prog raids, like when it's new content, I don't think I enjoy that as average. I think when people know the fight and you can just kind of go in there and people have good gear, so the DPS race isn't too bad. I think that it might be fun, but my prog experience is just go get a group. You try for 10 attempts. The same two people keep dying over and over again, or like randomly a person will die during an attempt. Someone leaves, get another person in, do 2 attempts. Some people die again, of course. Someone leaves, do 2 attempts, someone dies again, and then just rinse and repeat forever. And it's usually like the same people making the same mistakes too, which is what infuriates me the most. That infuriates me to no end. In a static, the same thing in a static, exact same thing. Same people making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And I've been that person too. I've also made some mistakes. There's some mechanics where I'm just like, oh, I forget how this works. The mistakes people are Enda. Mistakes people are you. Back to playing video games, guys. I think it's more fun when when like people already know what to do and you can just kind of go in there and just experience the fight. One prog day we were in VC and this woman's husband kept coming into the room and whining that he was hungry. When I played Wrath of the Lich King, World of Warcraft, back in what, like 2008, our guild master and the only officer in the guild, or one of the officers, were a gay couple. And while we were raiding, they would start screaming and beating each other. The experience only existed if you're day 1 World First Raiders. They would do that every time. They would start screaming at each other. You would just hear like sounds like that. And we'll go, ah, stop that! They were British people, and it would just be like that. They would just, and it wasn't like one of them were abusing the other. They were both abusing each other. And we had I think I've said this before on stream. We also had a Scottish guy who was like 70 years old. He's probably dead now, I would assume. Who was a literal alcoholic, and he would be so wasted he couldn't play the game. He would just be slurring into his like microphone while his character was like running straight into a wall. He wasn't drunk. No, he was drunk. Just Scottish. No, he was shit-faced. Like, the most shit-faced I've ever experienced any person being ever. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on, and I'm looking for the on-ramp to... Are you here to kick me off the property? Oh, no. I guess you don't belong here either, do you? Do you work for the power company? Power company? Oh, no. I once worked for an electrician for a few weeks, but I sort of drifted on before I really learned anything. I get it, you're a nomad. Ha, well, I do drive a lot, just me and the road mostly when the sun is out. You sound lonely. Nah, I get by. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lysette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery to the mine? What kind of stuff are you hauling? I'm already bored of this rogue. How? My brother used to be friends with a heroin addict who'd play WoW, then pass out on the keyboard. One of my real life friends was like a functioning drug addict, which means that he would take a bunch of drugs, but he had like a full-time job that he kept completely fine, no issues at work at all. But when he left work, he would just get high on like a myriad of drugs. And he used to take speed, and he was like, but he stopped doing it because he said every time I just clean my, I just stay up for like 48 hours just cleaning my apartment over and over and over again. I was like, well, I mean, I guess that's a good problem to have. I don't know. I mean it. Antiques, good stuff. Well, I said has a sharp eye for the little good it's done her lately. You know, with just one recession after another. Everyone's selling their old stuff cheap, but nobody's really buying. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now I heard I need to take the highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way. So here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp. Well, that's what it's been like so far anyway. What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? You saw her tonight? I know Weaver, she's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right, did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years. She said, I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into white wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At the time I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle, she's a mystery. Oh, did I switch characters now? The man's got ADHD? Maybe. But he was on speed. Heroin's an expensive addiction, yeah. I think if you can be a functional drug addict, I have no issue with that at all. If you can be a drug addict and you can keep a regular job and, you know, pay your bills and stuff, hey, good for you. What is happening back here? What the hell is happening back here? Okay, for sure, not healthy though. I mean, sure, but I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't healthy. Don't go with some Tullis research advice. He just wants a piece of chicken. I'll give him a piece of chicken. Because he went to the vet today. Ha en liten sløymete for veterinæren I dag, Logan. Det, riktig? Ja. Good. Did the vet say he was good and nice smelling? Oh yeah. She said it was very cute, she said. She was like, he's such a cute pupper. I was like, yeah, he is. Definitely. Alright, what are you doing down here, Shannon? What are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes.
Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? What are you looking for? At my workshop. She disappeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now, all told. I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If you're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else we've got to keep our bearing. I don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead. Do some analysis and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Sure, let's look around. You can have a bud now. EA. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. The little light on the front of it is off. On the front of it is off. Oh yeah, Jesus. Only one way to find out. Alright, give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah. Okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and lights. Yeah. They got paid in these shitty plastic tokens, coal scripts, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. So let's just head into the mine and see what we see. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power from the PA system. Everything is rationed here. Set up that lamp of yours, and I'll go and unplug the ceiling lights. Clears his throat nervously. Tries to think of something clever to say. Fidgets with the change in his pocket. Tries to think of something clever to say. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well. Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noise into the mouthpiece. Rubs finger along the surface of the mouthpiece. Taps the mouthpiece. Runs finger along. Scrapes a coin across the mouthpiece. Knocks on the table. Hums a deep tone into the mouthpiece. Blows on the mouthpiece. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with the cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we can get a sense of for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say something that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something. Or what did you have for breakfast today? Here's a story. I used to work doing roof repair. My boss got a real big job out in Louisville. We even fixed up a church roof once. It seemed like a big project, but doable. But then a thunderstorm hit, and it was too late anyhow. But I was too hungover and we ran late. I get it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, I love sealing. Hope you're ready to soup a bit. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable, or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnel. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. And that's how a microphone works. Tommy breathes and thinks about the road. Tommy breathes and remembers a moment when he was younger.
Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Conway breathes and visualizes a hot meal, a cold drink. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peel of feedback and loose rock engulfs it. What happened? One more time. Act 1, Scene 10. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg's stuck. Shit, okay, I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on the leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's just get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay, there's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out of one of the auxiliary exits. If there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So the controls are on your side. Let's get moving. Oh. Not sure what the point of the light is. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. It looks like they finally drained it, or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came in pretty fast, and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard parts of it went from there. Parts of it went from there, sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was some gossip too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed. So they shut all the lights off, but even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. It doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks if the water hasn't damaged it too much, or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place. Or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is down here. It's all dim and grey. Shannon connects two clips, leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... Ah, those are weird. Disconnect the signal generator. Oh, you can see ghosts. That's creepy. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's poke around a bit more down here first. I don't know. I don't know how this. I feel like it's like a multiple ending type of game, but mine's almost as nice as Caves. Aren't they basically the same thing? Casket. That was a cool perspective change. Not through the game.
Stage? Damn, it's almost totally intact. I thought it would have been destroyed. What is this place? It's a recording studio, basically, kind of thrown together, but when this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording miner songs. Really academic, ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on a lunch break to sing into the microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal scripts tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. Did you ever come down here? Yeah, I came down here with my parents once or twice. They used to play music here, even when those archivists weren't around. It was a nice setup, kind of rickety, kind of dangerous, I guess, but I don't know. It had a good energy. It was warm sometimes. Their vastly different mines are not as pretty as caves. Same amount of spooky bugs. Bugs? There's no bugs in caves. Are you insane? A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. What was that? Look, there's a tape player down there, one of those old reel-to-reel setups. They'd record up on that old scaffolding we saw, and I guess then they'd sequester themselves down here to listen to the recording songs. Did your parents sing? Yeah, they sang. They sang in the mine for coal scrapes tokens. Man, that's a bugs. I love it down there. Why would they love it down there? It's all just rock, though. I thought mines would be like relatively bug-free. Just because of all the rocks. Germs and other bugs. What do you mean germs? It's rocks. Bat feeder and scarecrow. Animal bones and rowboat. Oh, that's where we already were, right? Oh, I can zoom in, though. That's so creepy. So am I just choosing like which direction to move in, basically? Like, there's not actually that many directions, so you can just choose the directions. Or is it just two places? I don't know, batch feature and scarecrow. Like, does that move the other way? Or it does. Oh yeah. So we'll keep going clockwise until we get back to the original place, I guess. You hear that? A kind of muffled rumbling. Or maybe we're near water. Could be there was an underground lake around here years ago. I guess that's why they stopped digging so abruptly there. Dude, underground lakes sound terrifying. As if lakes weren't bad enough. The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Well, I guess we'll never find out. Oh, is there only 3 of these? Animal Bones and Robot is the same direction we just went, right? Or... yeah. There might just be 3 paths. Which might add up. God damn it. Bat Feeder and Scarecrow. Oh yeah, I think there's only 3 tracks actually. Or like 3 different ways. It's like a 5-way intersection or whatever, 6-way intersection. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is for sure. Let's get out of here. I think this game is very charming, and I do like it aesthetically, but I'm not sure I get it yet. Yeah, okay, that tunnel where the tracks were broken, I'd like to take a look down there. Do whatever you need, I'll just wait for you here. If you wait for me here, I'll just go take a look around. It's just me, or does that lamp sound like someone making kissy sounds with, like that? All right, thanks. I'll be right back. Oh god, no lamp. Am I choosing which character to control at this point? Like this, so I can hear that, I guess. A paper tag hangs from the birdcage by a string. Canary token, 25 tokens. Canary sold at the company store. Did they also sell respirators? No bones in the cage. The bird must have been set free, or maybe the cage was cleaned. There are cardinals at the Louisville Zoo, and other birds. Ostriches, eagles, emus. No canaries. Too common? Too small, maybe? But they have starlings. Starlings aren't much bigger than canaries. Tape reels. A pile of tape reels is jammed into the top of the tram. They must have been thrown on in a rush. The reels are unlabeled. Tape is decayed. Lysette and Ira's son, Charlie, talked about a piece of music he liked with all the decaying tapes. What was it called? Something about... Charlie had the most bizarre taste in music, weird, noisy computer music. Where did he even hear that stuff? Louisville, probably, or college. He was a smart kid. Damn pity. The notebook at the top of this dusty stack is labeled in black marker. The label is dusty and smudged, but it looks like it might say horses. Houses, maybe, or worses even. Crude and hurried handwriting, too. Lysette has immaculate handwriting, pristine and measured, cursive, never stray mark. For the last several months, she filled out the receipts for each order, since that young couple complained about the handwriting on the order slip. It's carbon paper, anyway. It's bound to wear away over time. If they're so precise about their records, they should put it on the computer anyway. Hey, brother. Well, I said I would wait for her, so I'm not gonna. I shouldn't exit. I should wait. I think this guy's asleep back there. I mean, do I just leave, I guess? Hello, doggy. How are you? Did I just get into my car? The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Open the red. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically. Oh. The lady just entered, I think. Into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts, correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and call holes. Open the green notebook. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along with the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing, another young girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. Notebook. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be... Oh, this place. I didn't think you were coming back. These notebooks are labeled Marquez. Your parents are the archivists? No, Weaver's parents are the archivists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? Oh, how's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's painful. Oh, I've got some painkillers here that could help you out. I got them from a friend when I sprained my wrist installing a security system. Better let me drive though. They're pretty strong. Yeah, that's the best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. Still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you just weren't listening closely enough, and that's not exactly what she said. When I saw Weaver at my workshop, that's up north by Lake Nolan, right at the vaccine
Peonia in the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times that we live in. It's either up there or back in the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Well, I'll be gosh darn shootin' hollerin'. Lysets Antiques, I guess it's your truck? Surprised? It's kind of old. No, I'm not surprised. I guess it's an antique too? I think it suits you. How's it going, Blue? Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. I never had a dog. Nice to meet you, Blue. I've got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Take care of your friend here, and there's more where that came from. Come on, just want to say. Sure. There's an endless road to rediscover. I'm gonna head back to the place. Scene 11. Aqueous oils. Who's that? It's me. Well, here you are. Better get going, though. It's me. Oh, that sounds like one of the Marquez ladies. Well, I know it's not Remedios. She's back out in Knoxville these days, so... Hello, Shannon. How's the economy treating you? It's not great. My friend is looking for the Zero. Do you know how to get there? Nice to see you, Joseph. Don't work too hard. Oh yeah, the old delivery driver. What do you think of the guy anyway? Just between us. His hands shake when he's not using them. Yeah, it happens. Too much nerves or too much drink. Well, it's like I told him. Had to get you folks to the Zero, but I bet you can get there, especially now with the two of you. I feel like I'm waiting for something to happen in the game. Like I'm like, okay, what? Like, where's the like plot twist? Like, when does the like, when does something transpire? When does the real game start? No, not like I enjoy the aesthetic of the game and like what we've done so far, but it feels like I'm like if maybe my timer thing is wrong and this game is not supposed to be like 10 hours long. I feel like we made like a couple of choices so far, but I really wonder like what is the game, like what is it supposed to be beyond just what I'm doing right now, and is this just the point? Because then I don't think it's like I'm jiving well with it. 11.5 hours, yeah. Like, am I missing something? Is there like some piece of this puzzle that I'm not quite understanding? Because I don't think I would enjoy doing this for another, you know, 10 hours or whatever. Because we haven't really played this game for even 4 hours straight, right? It feels like this game can go one of two ways. way one is that this is just a game. It's nothing more than this. It's just traveling from area to area, kind of like going through this little bit somber, little bit artsy-fartsy story. Or it can go where there's some sudden kind of like change of perspective or something where you're like, oh, like, okay, this is what we're doing, I get it now, like this is what the game is all about. And I think if it does the first, then I'm it's probably a little bit whatever burger. But if it does the second, then I might be alright, cool, that's awesome, right? Suddenly pineapples. My one is on the first. I'm feeling the first the most too, for sure. But then I feel like I just don't get it. You know what I mean? There's nobody buried here, you know? It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something, I don't know. A decorative graves. What are the names on the headstones? Noah Kinski, Padilla, I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it's already had a house and everything, or maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Oh, and look at the headstone. Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. I don't know. I really wonder what the symbol on the barn was supposed to be too. Ba 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 ba. The first start dying, yeah, they can't be like for the Final Fantasy 14 servers. So this is where she was? Yeah, makes sense. This was where Weaver and her parents lived, but they took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debt? I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that until their company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to their problem. But they sure sound different. Weaver had that too, a lot of it. All tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something. About using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook. And got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Ever came back? The Americans must be logging in. Yeah. You're probably not wrong. I bet the Diablo 4 category is popping on Twitch right now. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. She seemed really focused on that old TV. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there. Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. So, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded, and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. Sure, I mean, it's your TV, so why not? Okay, now we're looking at the symbol again. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's some moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. I pulled this one out of our computer monitor. Just need to be recalibrated a bit. Oh, that's odd. Should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Hey, that looks dangerous. What are you doing there? A little bit to the left. Damn, okay, here, I think the contacts are dirty.
Now don't go telling my customers I cleaned off all vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north and south and... Okay, is this the moment where I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Did we just get to it? What happened? Yeah, what did happen? Act 2, probably? Part 1? I was in the game a long time for it to the moment. I think that's okay. I did, first of all, we're not 4 hours into the game, because I did spend time doing other things. And secondly, I did pointlessly drive around for a really long time. Late Act 1, okay, cool. Limits and demonstrations. Play? There's 6 acts. Ooh, that seems pretty long. $24. Well, some acts can be really short though in games like this. Limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years, this retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. You guys are just stress eat Oreos until the servers come back. What? You just play like a round of Balatro or something. Slay the Spire. Into the Breach, Loop Hero. Just do something with your time. They represent a range of scale and impact, from the intimate warmth of vertex texture fetch to the infamous visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they described the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and verticals of her internet home life and beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of her capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we want to be? That was a lot of yapping. I refunded Balatro. Nani? I'm watching it for that. Okay. Alright, you can tier 3 subscribe to it with your time. Spinning coin suspended, correcting for angular motion, 1978. Found material. What a lovely image. It feels so strangely alive. Oh, to Ben. Okay. Didn't you have one of these? Oh yeah, I did have an old microfilm reader like this. I got it at a garage sale. Couldn't figure out what to do with it. That's my whole shed. Just a bunch of weird, obsolete electronics I thought I might use. At least it's not a landfill. Yeah, who knows what kind of chemicals they put in those things. What's the half-life on microfilm and weird old electronics? I guess everything's broken down eventually. I can spend them. No, 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 no. I need to grab some water and pee, but I don't know what else allows, so I just muted it for now. I'll be back in just a second. Just here, enjoy some clips, I guess. I'm gonna pee.
Hey, you
Light looks more beautiful in darkness, said Miyazaki. There is something beautiful in the middle of a wasteland. We are able to appreciate it more. One jewel doesn't look like much when you have a pile of them, but if you find one jewel in the midst of mud, it is worth so much more. That is how Miyazaki explained why his worlds are dark and beautiful at the same time, but there's more. Personally, a world that is happy and bright is something that just doesn't feel realistic to me. It may sound like I have a trauma or something, he said with a laugh. But I believe that the world is generally a wasteland that is not kind to us. That's just the way I see it. Interactions with the game that I don't know what's going on. Like, oh, well, wow. Are you telling me I lucked into finding this thing in Outer Wilds? Wow, that's crazy. You know. Login. I just killed a dog. What? 2 missions. Let's see if we can do it. Take your Tinder dating to the next level and arrange a date with a beautiful blonde. Goal date. I did. Well, too late. Okay, he's playing Elden Ring.
Yes! You can never touch this, baby. You can never touch this. I'm the king. I'm the king, baby.
Yeah, he's playing some Elden Ring. That's cool. Cool. I gotta stop it.
If I find the East Harlem elephant...
Oh. Wait, Toby did that.
Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not...
Oh.
Alan? Alan?
Don't, just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. God damn it.
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Quite tiring. Plus, I do wish they had shaved his palms as well as his face. Be quiet.
Oh man.
Oreos aren't even good cookies. You are legitimately insane.
Yeah, at least I don't have. Okay, at least my gear is the same. Nothing too crazy. Just gave me 100,000 money or something. Where have you been? You are insane if you don't think Oreos are good cookies. Actually insane. Even just the Oreo filling is worth it. I would buy Oreo cookies just to eat the filling. Vertex textures fetch. Three television and suspended cat hold raid crew. 1968 found materials. Bob, this seems like your kind of thing. Oh yeah, I love this one. So domestic, but so weird. I guess I'm just really into weird domestic these days. Wonder why they don't sell the filling in jars. They probably do someplace, I assume. Alright. Oh. Title card Visage 1984 on non-media. What is that made of? What kind of machines are those? I find this profoundly moving. What do you think, Bob? Slice of visage to build a visage. A puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. So these are the people from the start of the game, and we gave the dice back to them for whatever that is worth. overdubbed Nam June Pike installation in the style of Edward Packard 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it even work? What's it about? It's an installation by a different artist made of audio tapes, and then she took it and recorded over all the tape with her own sound. You can listen to it by running this tape player and around on it. Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. As Bob drives the playback head along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We started in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in the office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There's some punch cards on the floor. A synthetic voice recording, spliced awkwardly into the tape, lists out options in monotone. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. Examine cards. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of the tape. Encoded in the holes punched through these cards is the first draft of the Poetics subsystem. I can't read punch cards by sight, Donald. Donald can, I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming. Don't let that water get cold for long enough. It tastes kind of weird. One second. What else should I be? Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. So loud, I love it. I'm now holding 2 punch cards. One of them, Joseph has scribbled a note. Caves, the other is blank. Insert Caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. Insert blank card. Let's insert the Caves card. We're on a dirt trail in a park where, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail. It's more like a tendency. There tends to be fewer plants here on the path that we've been walking. Walking sounds. Now we're walking at the edge of the massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs, so do I. Center cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. That's the only choice? Yeah, that's the end of that one. So 65 degrees, 4 inches. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees. To regret a harsh word. Remember. It's morning now, I'm in the car, I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape. Then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and who knows. I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened, so here's the story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show, and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner. And now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive.
Am I correct? Maybe I missed something? Really? We've gone so far. Is there anything else we can do here? No, that's another tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long. We ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? There's something. Let's. Okay. Regret. It's late morning now. I'm sitting here and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and who knows? I've been recording, so this is the story. The first time I moved to Mexico, I stayed there for 3 years, and I had no contact with either Joseph or Donald in that whole time. They each thought I had done it to spite them. Maybe I had, in part, but I don't think they ever appreciated the community I had in Mexico, or... Anyway, when I came back, I didn't call them or visit the university. I ran into Donald completely by chance at a hardware store. He asked me why I hadn't called, and I told him I hadn't occurred to me. I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out late. No instructions? Maybe something go back. Can skip back a bit. Okay, sure. Okay, so we don't have any other choices than this. Like, these are our choices, I guess. I won't tell us all. Think of our work, our research. You'll die in these damn cold caves, and what about those men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you. But not me, I'm going back to the surface. Stop! Your stupid fighting is ringing through the whole damned cave. Joseph is right. You can't stay here, I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon, and I'm heading down the Zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lola. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Oh. Interesting. Not sure I understand, but sure. Basement Puzzle 2, Artist, Sunset, and Horse, 1976 plaster wire. What do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve? They must be symbols. Artist, sunsets, horses is an anagram or like a code. Maybe it's not a puzzle, but just about a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That is kind of sad. I guess we're just leaving? Yeah, I need to get to work anyway. Limits and demonstrations. Okay, so that was not even Act 2. That was just like the prequel to Act 2. A letter attend Lula Chamberlain, your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our VV process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as carefully reviewed by a panel of subject matter experts on each application's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standard we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden.
Architect Gaston Cross for imagined architecture. Below the print text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work, unfortunately. I just do the mail here. Your Obt Robert. Folds the letter up and puts it in her handbag. Opens a folder on her desk labeled Proposals. Opens a folder of writing paper on her desk. To herself quietly, Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. To herself quietly, attended Dr. Stone Norden, your own imagination. I'll do thank you for your kind note. Though it has been years since my name appeared in a gallery programmed, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show or as the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I continue to something gratitude, yours in situ, Lula. Okay, that's the music guy. I apologize. I thought you were on the telephone. Are you busy? Just thinking out loud. There's no shame in it. After all, speech is kind of thought. At our best, we think before speaking, but we really think while speaking. So where do our thoughts go then? Maybe that they reverberate out in the room, dissipating in hallways. We're getting trapped in some resonant corner of... So my own thoughts are wandering, clearly. I've got a lot of them on my mind, clearly. Well, I'll come straight to it then. The clerk upstairs tells me you've been assigned to my proposal. I've heard nothing in weeks, and I assume it's been swallowed up by some dragon of administration. But something I haven't seen your proposal, and I'm afraid it's possible silence. Lula, my situation is desperate. I have hours I must find a suitable venue for my play in time for its sunrise debut. For the last decade of my life will have been a vision within a dream, a fragment. I haven't had a chance to review it, to be honest. I see. Of course you're quite busy. I understand completely. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Lula. I'll go now. Oh, Lula. I thought you might like to know. I saw Joseph this evening, just after sunset. We sat for a bit, drank some cold coffee, and talked about university days, better days. Maybe for him. Wait, there's no dog anymore? Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Okay, so we're playing the same characters. Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. Nothing out. Or Blue. Get a good rest in the truck? This leg is getting kind of stiff now, Blue. I don't know if that's a good sign. Well, I hope it is. I'm no doctor, not by a long shot. Didn't we just pass this place? Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, it looks like they're still open. Must be a night shift. What do you think they do here? It looks like an office building. Looks like a cathedral. What do you think? When I got my electrician's license, I had to go to this government building in Frankfurt. Kind of low to the ground, a bit older. Didn't really look like this place, I guess, but they all have that same feel. Bureaucratic and bureaucracy in the air, too much concrete. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Inside, both. Ah, okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. Barriers. End of the line. End of the line. End the line. Seems that way. Maybe it's still under construction. Not for us, I hope. My stiff leg. The fishing pole? Yeah, I don't know if I get to this game. I don't know if I'm getting it yet. This might be like we play it for today and then we play Elden Ring next time type deal. Unless in the next like hour or something happens where I'm like, oh, I get it now. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, man. I mean, no matter what's with Disco Elysium. I feel like Disco Elysium probably has more purpose than this, though. Because what I'm wondering about this game is that if this is just like an experience. Like, that's all this is. Like, it's just supposed to be like something where you're just, you know, playing it. Like, there's no point necessarily. It's just, you know, it's just going through the game. And those games very rarely work for me. Very, very, very rarely do they work for me. I usually need there to be something that kind of like, I guess for what we've done so far, I'm missing like the game part of the game. Like what has happened so far where this couldn't just have been a series or like a show or a movie or a comic, right? Or a book. Like nothing so far has happened where I'm like, oh yeah, I understand why this is a game now. You know, when we play something like Immortality, which a lot of people won't say, oh, they'd say that's not a game. Immortality to me is the perfect sample of a game. Because it's something that only works in that specific format. You can't do Immortality in any other way. You can't do that as a book. You can't do it as a movie. You can't do it as a show. It has to be exactly what it is, which is a video game, right? But with this so far, there's nothing about this where I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this has to, like, this can't work without a game. If you know, I can imagine the same scenes just being, you know, described, right? Like, the receptionist stepped up wearing a buttoned-up blue shirt and glasses, and you know, you just read it out like that with the dialogue in between. You're lost, so you're not sorry on this mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here after the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery. Anyway. What do the boys from the distillery look like? You never seen the boys from Hard Times? Well, count your blessings. They cut a grim profile. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you to just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwell Drab. Do you know where that is? Dogwood? No? You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first, we gotta get you in the system. So you will need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now let's see. Rick is booked, proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Wanda's out on site. Let me go and make some calls and see if you have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. Take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? I feel like this is definitely like an afterlife type deal for sure. Television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across the beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. Are you winning? I don't think I am. I think I might be losing. Television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest, a scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm, but precariously fragile. I don't think I am winning. I think I might be losing. Television is playing an instructional video on elevator design. It is crucial to maintain proper lighting in an elevator. In the absence of sight, passengers' sense of motion is greatly enhanced. Passengers should never feel as though they are physically ascending or descending. The elevator should create the illusion that the building is flat. That is a mark of a successful elevator design. And we might be losing. The television... I just saw this on Steam. Volgar... Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Volgar the Viking 2. Volgar the Viking. I was gonna spend channel points to get Mortis to play this. Play one. Oh! It's out? Huh. A hardcore 2D platformer where only precision can keep you from death. Oh, it just came out right now. Cool. It's like Vulgar, but it's twice as much. I'll add this to my wish list. We'll play this probably at some point. Volgar the Viking was very good. Very, very good. It looks like there might be new characters in this. No. Well, the first game, yeah, that was one of the better recommendations we've had. I was that little baby boy. That baby boy was me. Logan. Oh, fighter of the Dogen. Oh, champion with a gun. That was my recommendation. Yeah, I know. I don't remember if you paid channel points for it or not, but I do remember we played it for a few streams and I got a good ending. He's a master of salami and friendship for everyone. Logan. Oh, fighter of the Bogan. Oh. Yeah. Where's that boy? Oh. Alright, let's play the game. Closed circuits a security feed of a housing project. The feed switches mechanical between locations, a hallway, oh, that's, isn't that, Kel's favorite video game? Oh, I can't see my cursors. Once see now, I realized. Is it just a Viking skin Boshi? No. It's a very, very good 2D platformer or whatever you call them. 11 years ago? It's playing a silent video of an empty theater. A microphone sits in the middle of the stage. The lights are slightly dim. Speaker observation duty. I'm on observation duty. Is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. I think I don't get to this game. I think this game is going to be in the column of like, fresh take on ghouls and ghosts. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think this is one of those experience games where you're just supposed to like experience it, where there's no real point to the game. And those games can be very hit or miss for me, and I think this is a miss so far.
3 books are piled on the table: a service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. The big question for a game like this is like it's not a super long game, so do I just finish it so I can like say I finished it, or so I can like give it a good like here's what I like about it, don't like about it, or do I just like be like let's do something else? How many pics with the envelope? The envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with futuristic directions to bizarre locations. I've never actually finished Volgar. I will not play this for 8 years. I think we got the good ending, if I remember correctly. We got like the ending where you take like no damage throughout the entire game or whatever. I think we got that. I don't remember though. Oh, I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor, reviewing some diagrams. The elevator's just back to the left there. 5th floor. Last played October, 29th October 2016. I guess that's pretty well, yeah. That was a little bit of time ago. Only 2 years before God of War came out, and I mean you're playing that now, so that's no randomness. I played it like a memory game. Yeah, and that's what's really cool about it, right? That's what's fun about it. As part of the challenge is just the memorization of it, and then when you master it, you go through the level perfectly. It's like really nice feeling. So she's on the 5th floor, right? First floor, clerk's office. Hello, are you lost? Very much so, yes. Okay, well, let's get you pointed in the right direction then. It's pretty straightforward this process. First, you need to get the case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. So I get the feeling there's like a purgatory office where souls go, and you know, they like figure out where you're supposed to go or what to do with you. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. Oh, my sheet has 5 address boxes, and it says to fill out everything out, so if you go fill out a transient sub-sheet, we can still get it processed. Go talk to Clerk Bohm. I'll get you set up with one. Clerk Bohm is just over there in the corner. Happy to help. By the love of God. Howdy, here for a transient sheet, no problem. He rushes through some papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out, but I know there are some back in the archive. I'll have to put in a special request with Clerk McKillen. She's the document czar. Straight back at the end of the office there, by the file cabinets. Okay. One transient subsheet, please. Happy to help. Please just put your requisition form in the inbox and I'll get to it as soon as possible. Requisition form? Yes, you don't have one? Shouldn't be a problem. They're quite easy to fill out. Just ask Clerk Metzstein and she'll get you sorted. Are we just going in circles? We're done here. Can you point us to Lula? Oh, sure. That's her in the cardigan. Oh, I thought it was going to the 5th floor. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Or arthritis. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Well, enough about my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive, that's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. Well, that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be... What are you doing on the Zero? A gas station attendant told us we need to take the Zero to get there. Gas station attendant, I see. A friendly blind man, about my age, hangs out with an old cat. Likes to pretend he's a poet. Old cat? No? Oh, no cat anymore? Sorry to hear it. Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointing you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course, and now he's implicated you quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets have the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It really is a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Where's the computer? Computer, oh, that's all handled off-site. We write up a formal request for analysis, provide the necessary data, and then send the whole thing out by courier. So, first you'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name change log up in archives and records 4 through 4. It'll be under 0 for autonyms, or O, sorry. Probably, or G for generic, or S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Ooh. The hell? How am I supposed to cover with them now? Keep my headphones on. Oh. Like ça? Like ça? Like ça? Like Come on, thank you. Oh. Oh. We're taking a momentary break, everyone. This settlement is going to cost us at least 15 minutes. What do you mean? I think it's too warm to cuddle, unfortunately. I too would rather come along in the playlist. I don't know. It's weird. Like I really like the. There's something about the game that like really jives with me, but there's a lot of stuff that doesn't. So the third floor is just beers. It's it's very mixed in my brain box. Like, I know what it is. It feels like it's only one step away from entering a control style narrative. I don't. Maybe I don't know. And my axe. Hello, Jace. I finished an NK2, 1 out of 10 would delete from my account. I would delete it if it was 10 out of 10, yeah. Well, you're a silly hater, so that makes sense. I think like I like the characters in this, and I can kind of discern the type of narrative they're trying to tell. I think it's just a story about like passing on from one life to the next kind of deal. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. And then we have this like kind of like strange otherworldly environments that are all just kind of part of that journey to an extent. That's the vibe I'm getting. That might be completely wrong, though. We might not be passing on at all, but I feel like we definitely are. But then it's like I said, it just feels like there's nothing about this so far that like makes it a video game to me. Like the only gameplay we've had so far is just moving the character. Like it's essentially a walking simulator, right? I also wish I also kind of wish games these were a bit more specific on like, are we no, sorry, Watch Now, that was a garbage game. Are we making choices, or are we just playing the game? Like, is some of the things I'm doing here going to determine the whole outcome of the story, or you know, what's the deal there? But is everyone saying Firewatch is farce then? I don't know. I don't know, man. A parade of disconnected images, obscure corners of nameless interiors, astronomical diagrams projecting the distance between celestial bodies, a painting by Gorio di Cirio, a list of unpopular anagrams. It's just one of those circle jerk games, I think. Firewatch was very average. That was a very, very average game. But I think Firewatch was good with. I think it was a big YouTuber game, so a lot of people didn't play it. They just watched a YouTuber play it, and then you know you get the added value of like, oh, PewDiePie is losing his mind. They circulated this so hard while both of the company to shut them up. Oh man, I wish I would do it with Larian, dude. That would be nice. Another one of these people? Jesus Christ. That was an actual real address list, so they got that going for it, I guess. Why did you ban Dongle's sister? Because I could, and I would ban Dongle too. Damn, this place is a mess, okay? Take a look through the logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system in all these boxes? I'll just start digging. A small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Inside the front cover. Donglina. He's just a little baby duck in a big wide world. Yeah, and he moved away from his country of birth. Like a coward. Taking the easy way out. Oh, go Beta Beach. Ooh. Document staff. Please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F. And that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F. Or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc. But air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Has he permanently moved? No, I thought he was just in Greenland for work. What's the difference? What's the difference? Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over periods of a few days. Baseball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Note logbook. Failing antique shops. Folder missing. Lists checked in on page 63 but not present. Failure antique shops Monday 3 p.m. Signed Ed Bohm. Ed has it. Wasn't that the guy on the floor go around? Nothing, me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled. The rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O or a G or an S. Maybe the clerk knows somewhere we can look. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. This is not a good game to play when you're sleepy. I think we'll probably continue this next stream. Despite how I feel about it, because regardless of what I feel, the thing I only really care about is whether or not Dualius is feeling miserable. And as far as I understand it, Dualius and Jace are having an awful time. And that just really makes me want to play the game even more. I think just because of that, we'll probably keep playing it. You know what I freaking hate? Mahjong Soul? Why? Oh, I'm here 3 minutes. I'm about to leave for work. Alright. I didn't ask. And also, you are white. And beardless. Beardless boy, beardless boy. Why do you hate Mahjong Souls? Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. I'm extremely busy with these charts. Maybe one of the clerks on the first floor can help you. They're probably just looking at cat pictures. Ah, you said you'd play it if I hate it. Oh, I get it. I didn't realize you were doing a reverse psychology, so we'll pretend I didn't realize that, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'll play some Mahjong Souls then. What the hell, dude? You're gonna be so mad. Let's pretend I didn't realize and that your reverse psychology worked on me. Goddamn, you can't keep getting away with it. Flip it and ship it. He just said he'll play it. I will play Visage tomorrow on stream, starting at 10 a.m. Norway time. I will be here on this stream playing Visage for all of you guys. And if I don't show up, I will give you all 1,000,000 kroners. This is a binding legal agreement. What's this? What is this? Oh, dude, I'll play some Mahjong Souls then. What the hell, dude? You're gonna be so mad. What the hell? I don't know. Saying that. Time to send in Dongle Team 6 to destroy Norway Telecom. So we all get money. Nothing. That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street's name records. I expect at the church. Marianne at the reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Analyzed? Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He is a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs. I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east side of edge of Bowling Green. I'll take a picture of this too. Taking a picture. I can't wait to take a picture. Putting it into my obsidian. Picture of my friendly friend. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Guess we're supposed to leave now, or? Oh. Secret tourism, esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. These tunnels are a series of arterial excavated by turnoff from an underground river, which long ago evaporated, now the tangled vessels of marooned echoes. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls, reverse directions, and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again and you're up against it. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. Okay, so this is I guess this is like a way to find something else in that cave we were just in? Question mark? If this is like a replay type game, then that's where we go, I guess. Sorry. A gallery of mislaid futures abandoned on lonely highways as American industrial design shifts its gaze to the intangible. Drive counterclockwise towards the TV. When you reach the TV, drive clockwise to the antenna. Now turn around again and head just past the barn. Return to the bureau, find the TV again, and again turn around. Okay. I guess that's another puzzle. Not sure what they mean about the TV thing, but I'll take a picture of it. oh. As a site for meditation on introspective labyrinth through which to walk one's concerns, slowly like a breathing exercise. Drive clockwise to the scarecrow. Okay. First section was more. Keep driving clockwise, and you can't miss it. Oh, this is a different one. The scarecrow. I saw a scarecrow, I think, right? So let's look at our well manicured notes. Wreck, diner, dragonflies, guitar player, airplane. The site of an epic laceration to the very heart of the world. Certainly left by some great power, perhaps a casualty in a battle between God and dinosaur. Drive counterclockwise to the bottle, turn around, drive clockwise to the still, turn around, and you're nearly on top of it. I don't know, like, is this like hints for if I do a new playthrough? I don't actually know what these are. Happy hitchhiking. 270-301-5797. Rumbling tape stage break. Sounds like fairly straightforward directions. Go around the three berry bushes and then circle right and then left, going north until you get to the end of the dune forests, and that's when you want to take a left-hand turn on the right-hand side of the road. Okay. Out in rumbling tape, Peter, Bones, pendulum, scarecrow. I guess we're going to the lobby and just leaving, question mark? Yeah, I'm really struggling with this game, and I don't know. I do want to finish it though. I feel like it deserves to be finished. But I also feel like if I got to Act 2 today, it means maybe we can get to Act 4 next stream. Well, unless the acts are actually shorter though. We can do like a Kentucky Road 0 Route 0. Act time. Oh, it even says how quickly people beat the acts on the thing. Looks like they're about like an hour each. Lula said you could direct us to the church. How long is the full playthrough on YouTube? Kentucky Sarah full game. 9 hours. Okay, that's a really long time. That's a really long time. That means it's gonna be like 3 streams. Minimum. Unless next time I just start spamming through, like I stop talking to people. But that kind of just defeat the purpose though. I'll think about it. Would probably be a bit easier if Doins was here to like encourage me to be like, hey, yeah, you should do it. It's worth it, I promise you. Just like Persona 5. Oh sure, the old storage lot. You just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal, then turn around. That'll make sense once you get the road. You can handle it. This cockroaches? This crab is wearing a can of spray adhesive as a shell. What? Twins lies as easily as he breathes? Jesus. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but... Stay a while and listen. Interesting. Sprocket, Jesus. Hey, can I drive a W or something? No, it has to be the mouse. I can't just hold the. Oh, were these all of our clues? They were like, oh yeah, once you get to that thing, turn around and do that thing. Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like this is probably a good place to end this, though. I just want to see if I can get back to where we started, the bureau. Oh yeah, we're back there now, gotcha. I think this is a good place to end before we, like, delve deeper into the game. Hey, you're looking kind of tired here, old man. Want me to take the wheel for a while? I'm fine. Ephemera. Let's see. Quit. When was that? Could just tell me when the last thing was? Nope. Back to the circle. Let's see what the menu looks like. Act 2. Oh. It lets you just choose acts? Yeah, if you leave, I'm gonna be big giga bored. Diablo's probably fine, but I mean, I have to leave though. Oh, and look at this for a second. So these are hands, and this is like a hairpin, and we're like controlling it with the hairpin. That's weird. I mean, I would be leaving in 10 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to start a new scene with 10 minutes ago, and I am kind of sleepy, so. Oh, and there's an interlude between each of these, but like, I guess to get the interlude, this requires some stuff. Maybe not. I think we'll finish this. I think if I get some sleep for next time, I'll not be so tired, and then I won't be such a chore. And I do kind of just want to see what the game is all about. Like, I'm intrigued enough for that. And then I can give it a very very free, like, proper review too.
maybe instead of just saying, also for me, I can be like, all right, here's what I think this game needed to be more interesting. And maybe it will get better. It's always possible. Who's streaming right now? Alright, video gamers, thank you all so much for today. Lord Pitch Everyone. Hope everyone had a great video gaming time. I enjoyed myself. We had a relatively fun time. This game is kind of mixed in my head right now. I think I'm intrigued enough to like want to see where it goes. To see if this truly just is like a journey type of deal, which is, you know, it's not about anything. It's just about the journey, which those are usually pretty miss for me. But I think the game is probably short enough. If next time I just kind of focus in a bit more, that it will take us probably like 1 or 2 more streams to finish it, which is very reasonable. Maybe even just one stream if I don't explore as much. Though I do like exploring, so we'll see where we end up on that. I do feel like I should finish the game though. I feel pretty confident with that one, so I think we'll do that. I think I would regret not finishing it, and it's not a game that I would come back to. So we spun the wheel. Anyway, love you all, appreciate you all, hope everyone had a great time. I'll be back real time on Thursday, finishing this game up, maybe, hopefully, and then jumping into some Elden Ring run with that. I think absolute worst case we'll finish it on Saturday though, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let us do a video gaming raid. Oh, if you're new, feel free to stream on the Discord, like good stuff. Here's a raid, or towards Teeny Lily, here's a raid message, and here's a raid message. Good night, lads. Have a wonderful time. No, you have a wonderful time. You have a wonderful time. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for the stream. Right. Let's see here. I'm gonna pet this dog. Awfully good, Logan. Awfully good. Yeah, I'm glad in that. I'm glad in that, Logan. Awfully good. Uh-huh. Alright. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday, so everyone have a good week until then. See you all in a couple of days. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Keep fortin' force and bye-bye.